everyone. So my name is Shivy Williams. I am your health, wellness, and fitness accountability coach, and I help you reach your goals by holding, you accountable for reaching them. But one way I do that is by bringing you guys some motivational messages. And today I am bringing you a motivational message by the pool. As you can see, I do have on clothes and not a swimming suit. So I just wanted to come on and encourage you guys. And one of the things I wanted to come on and talk about was stress. And so when it comes to dealing with stress, you guys have to find the best way to deal with that, right? To deal with stress and anxiety and any pressure that you feel, which be coming from anywhere, right? Coming from work, coming from home, the pressure of being in relationships, not just married relationships, but relationship with children and relationships with siblings and parents and friends and coworkers and relationships all over the place, right? And then just internal stress, the stress we put on our own self and on our own body. So let's just talk about that stress, right? Let's not talk about, hey, Jean, let's not talk about the stress that comes from work, coworkers, family, relationships. Let's just only deal with the stress that we put on ourselves every day. So let's talk about that. So a lot of times what we do, and especially women, what you tend to do is you tend to put everything on your shoulders, right? We're not super women, but that's where a lot of our stress comes from. We're so busy trying to either please someone else. Thanks, Jean. Either please someone else or we're trying to help someone else out. And then because we can't do it all, we put all that stress on ourselves. It's not because of someone else. It's because we have determined and we've decided to pile it all on us and to get it done and to be the savior and to do all these things. There's one savior. There's only one savior. That's Jesus Christ. So this is what I'm going to tell you guys. When it comes to taking it all, first of all, you have to realize that you must put yourself first, right? Because the stress will take you completely out, right? And when I say the stress can take you out, I mean death. I don't mean just like you're tired, I'm exhausted, you keep going, right? I'm talking about the stress that you allow your own self to put on yourself, right? Because you're so busy doing for others that you don't have the time to actually detox your own body and your own self. Will take you out of here, right? You'll find you're now on medication. You're not getting enough sleep. You stressed out. You taking your pain out on other people. You just, have had it, right? So what do we need to do? First of all, we need to learn how to start saying no. And it's okay to tell people no. And the part about telling people no sometimes is that then we feel bad about telling people no. But why do you feel bad, right? There's more stress. Don't feel bad because you have to tell people no. And that no could be family members, and it could be co-workers, and it could be your children, and it could be other relationships that you are involved in. It's okay to say no. Watch what happens when you say no, and watch how the stress that falls off of you. Yeah, you might be feeling bad because, I can't help them, but they will find, I'm going to tell you right now what they're going to do. They will find someone else, and they will ask someone else for help, and someone else can do it. Right? Stop trying to do it for everyone and everything and everybody. I'm not saying don't help people, and I'm not saying you can't help people sometimes, right? Yes, you can. But let me tell you, you all know people will use you, right? You say yes one time, here they come again. Here they come again. Here they come again. When are you going to say no? Because all you keep saying is to someone else, well, they keep asking me for help and they keep doing this. But it's you're allowing that to happen. You're allowing that to happen. Now you stressed out. Now your hair thinning. Now you getting extra skinny, or you starting to be overweight, right? You're eating too much, or you're not eating enough. You find yourself on medication. You find yourself lack of sleep, right? Because you're so busy trying to help, right? Now there may come a time in some people's lives where the help is what you need to give. Maybe you have a sick parent or sick relative, or maybe a sick child, and that you have to help. Now, it is always a shame if you have siblings and someone else. Thank you for saying Happy Mother's Day. And you have siblings and you have someone else that can help you and they don't help you. There's not a whole lot you can do, right? That's just the stress you're going to put on to help and get through it. But once that part is over and like the help is no longer needed, maybe sometimes you have to pay somebody to come in and help, right? I'm going to give you a perfect example. My mom has a friend that has Alzheimer's, and what she does, and she is married, and what she does is to help to relieve some of the stress from the husband. She will go to her friend's house once a week, I think, and to give him a break, right? Goes there, spends time with her. She might take her out. You know, he gives her some instructions. Here's how she's feeling today. Like, don't do this with her. So, you know, to give him a break, even if it's just a couple hours a week, just imagine how much stress that takes off of him just to be able to get out. And if you've ever had a parent or dealt with somebody with Alzheimer's, you know how stressful it can be. Just imagine just those few hours where you get to take a break and you get to do what you want to do. Like maybe you need to go to the store. Maybe you need to do some other thing. Maybe you just want to do some stuff for yourself for those couple hours, right? And so sometimes we are in situations where we have to help. But other times we have put ourselves in those situations, and that stress, oh my God, that stress will kill us, right? That stress will just do us in. So make sure you guys are taking time out. I don't care what it is. Maybe you take that time out, first of all, to tell people no. I'm telling you right now, they will find someone else to help them. And if they don't, they will be okay, right? It's not the end of the world. You don't have to keep lending people money. You don't have to keep lending them money, honey. Where are you going to get money from? You try to go ask them. And for some of us, we have like a helper spirit. Like I have the helper spirit. I love to help people. I will say yes, and it doesn't bother me. I don't expect anything in return, right? I don't expect nothing in return because that's who I am and that's what I love to do. My grandmother was the same way. My sister and my mom is the same way. But there does need to come a time where I have to say no sometimes. And I do feel bad, but there's nothing else I can do. I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that. But it's going to be okay, right? So when it comes to saying no, you know, you're going to have to put on your big girl, big men pants and tell people no. And some of you don't have a problem with telling people no, right? You're like, no, I'm not doing that, honey. I ain't got time. I can't do it. And some of us we not there. We just, it's just our makeup. We're just, no, I need to help them. I need to help them. I need to help them. And then we stressed out, right? So first is no. Second is help sometimes. It's okay to help sometimes. You ain't got to say no to everybody. It's okay to help sometimes, right? Third, realize that sometimes, I remember my pastor saying this, I heard a pastor say this one time, if you are in the church, right? And I think my mom said this, if you're in the church, you shouldn't be at the church Monday through Sunday, right? You got a husband, you got children at home. You need to take care of home first. And then you could come to the church and you can do that, right? Your first ministry should be at home and not neglecting your family, right? So even for people that go to church all the time, like, you know what? It's okay. And yes, you can go. And yes, you can participate. But all of your time should not be there because you have over here that needs to be taken care of, right? Now you stressing your family out because you're not spending enough time with them. And then here comes a whole bunch of other issues. So manage your time. Manage saying no, even if you have to say no at church. It's okay. They will find someone else. Let me tell you, they'll find somebody else. So saying no. And then take the time out to detox yourself. One of the things I love to do, especially where I'm at today, is I love just to sit outside. And sometimes at home, I just love to sit outside and just watch and just chill and maybe listen to music and maybe listen to an audiobook, read a book. I just love, that's how I like kind of detox. The other way I like to get rid of some of that stress is I like to hike. So y'all know I like to hike up mountains. That is so stress relieving for me. I love that so much, right? Now, some of you may find watching comedy, drinking some wine, going out with your girlfriends, hanging out with your male friends, like going to get your nails done, getting massages, maybe absolutely doing nothing. Maybe that's what you should do. Do nothing. Sit up on the couch and do nothing, right? So find a time just to relax. I am also a type of person who I love to go out by myself. I can go out to eat by myself. I can go to the mall by myself. I can just do things by myself. And some people can't, and I understand that, but that's something I can do, and I love it. And just to kind of be by myself and let all the stress, I don't have no stress, no worries, no nothing, right? And maybe sometimes to relieve the stress, maybe it's just you hanging out with the people you love, right? Maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your family. Have a barbecue, invite family over, right, that you get along with. Invite family and friends over. Maybe that's what you do to relieve some of the stress, right? And hope don't no stress come to the gathering. So maybe that's what you do. So I want you guys to remember something. Sometimes our stress and anxiety does not come from others. It actually comes from what we are taking on ourselves. Instead of saying no, we say yes, and then here comes a whole bunch of drama, right? Here comes this other drama because we've said yes instead of saying no. So that's my motivation message for today. It's hot out here, it's warm. So I hope you guys enjoyed that message. So just remember to at least do one thing by yourself. Laughter, as they always say, is great medicine. I love to have a good time. I love to laugh. I love to watch comedies, just to be around friends and family and talking to them and laughing about things and things from old back in the day. Or if you have kids, you talk about like, oh, let me see, do you remember when this happened? I did laugh at something my brother said the other day, which was, I asked him something and he said, well, you know, I fell on my head. I bumped my head when I was a kid, and honestly, he did fall on his head when he was a kid, when he was a baby. So that's a whole other story. But then that was something I laughed at, right? I laughed at that thing. So I just want you guys to know that put yourself first. Stop taking on stress because you keep saying yes. Start saying no. That's going to help with some of the stress in your life. And I will see you guys in the next video. So don't forget, make sure you visit my YouTube channel, LBX Fitness. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. And then click the bell so you know when I post more awesome videos. And I will see you guys later. Share this video. Bye, everybody.
Keep pushing on. Things are gonna